Greetings, Hive fans, and welcome to another video where I help you play Hive like a champion. This is continuing in the Stepanzo's AI Nokamute AI challenge. If you've seen the other two videos, which are here and here, you'll know that I won game one, lost game two, so I'm going to replay game two again. Looking hopefully to win this one. We'll look at some of the mistakes I made in the first one and hopefully be able to correct those and move onward. Congratulations to the author of Nokamute. It is a very challenging AI, and we appreciate that, of course. Being forced to play with a specific order of bug placement adds some challenge to the challenge, and so that's part of what the challenge is all about. So we're going to go ahead and get playing here, and so let's go ahead and get Mzinga open. If you want to check on over at Board Game Geek, you can see the specifications, and there are links down below where you can download both the Mzinga viewer and the Nokamute AI. So we're going to play a new game, and the computer is going to play white. I'm going to play black. We are going to play with all expansions, and the maximum time we're going to set to 30. Of course, you can't see this because for whatever reason it doesn't display when I show OBS, so just believe me, that's what we're setting this to. And we are off and running. Drop me a note down below too, if you would, to let me know with the 30-second thinking time for the AI, we have a lot of downtime. Plus we have downtime while I'm thinking. It's hard for me to talk and think at the same time. A lot of people will attest to that. So drop me a note down below if you think I should, but before I post these videos, go through and take the time that Nokamute is thinking and shrink it down, make it go faster, so the videos are shorter. So let's take a look. He opened with the grasshopper, and I am required to play the pill bug. So there we go with the pill bug. Let's see if we can get the viewer a little bit larger, make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. So as soon as, let's see. As soon as he makes his second move, then I'll take a look. I'll have to look into that to see. Let's see if we show the... Okay, I'll have to look into that before my next video to see if I can make it larger. So hopefully you all can follow along. By rules, I'm required to play Black Beetle number 1. Last time I played Black Beetle number 1 in elbow. This time let's try it in line. I think that was a mistake I made last time. And of course I'm required to play my queen next, so let's see what happens. In the first play of game 2, white brought in an ant and then immediately pinned my beetle. Sure enough, brought in an ant. I'm going to play the queen with the Z queen formation. Last time I opened with what is referred to as a fork triple with my beetle here. So this time I'm opening with a hub triple with my beetle adjacent to my queen. And I'm working hard on publishing very soon my latest Standard Hive Opening Encyclopedia publication, which describes these triples and gives a way to standardize the classification of hive openings. Now, interestingly, the white ant pinned the beetle in line. Typically, you want to pin what that does is it removes this spot as a spawn point, but it does leave the beetle much more likely to be able to move out later when this kill spot is filled. So my next bug, which, let me just grab a pen here so I can check these off as I go. Hold on a second. So beetle, queen, my next one is black ant 1. So black ant 1 is going to come in right there, and let's see what happens. Next bug I'm required to bring in is grasshopper 1. So we will see what happens here. What is Nokamute going to do next? Brought in a beetle, which I am going to pin it. I'm going to do a true pin in that position, even though that does leave this position available as a spawn point. And just to let you know, here on Saturday, December 24th in the state of Florida in the United States, we don't normally get much cold weather, but we had a cold front come through last night. If you're following the weather in the United States, all over the U.S. is getting pounded with a really, really, really strong winter storm. And we're getting part of it. The temperature this morning was below freezing. It was about 28 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just a few degrees negative Celsius. I know a lot of you, that would be like a warm day in the winter, but for us here in Florida, we're all frozen, and we're expecting sub-freezing temperatures again tomorrow morning, and probability is we're not going anywhere. Okay, he brought in a beetle. I'm required to bring in a grasshopper. So, of course, I would normally be bringing in a more than likely a beetle to defend, but I'm going to put the grasshopper here and hopefully be able to do a pin replacement. Next bug is a spider. So this is potentially a good spot for my spider here, because in this location, the ambiguous spider could go out and pin the ant, or it could attack the queen over here. And sure enough, I can't defend against that beetle coming up. I have to play grasshopper. Over. Complete the pin replacement. And of course, his beetle's going to march forward, climbing over. Oh, I probably should have brought a spider in at that spot. I wasn't thinking. Talking too much, not thinking enough. A lot of my friends, and including my wife, tell me that I do that a lot. So sure enough, the white beetle moved forward. So I don't really want the mosquito to come into there. So black spider 1 is my next bug being placed. Now the question here is, the white beetle going to move forward, cover the black queen, and set up a direct drop into a kill spot. That's exactly what he did. Now I don't really want the mosquito to come into there and then immediately be able to climb up. So if I place the spider here, it can go 1, 2, 3, and do a true pin on any bug that goes in there. Okay, good. I next get to bring in another ant. But I'm going to predict that he's going to do a direct drop of something. A really, really aggressive player might bring in the pill bug here into an attacking position. Brought in an ant, which I'm going to immediately pin. So next up for me is ant number 2. And here on Mzinga Viewer, you can see the bug identification is the same as over at board space. If they're horizontal, it's bug 1, rotated 60 degrees. It's bug 2, so you can see black beetle 1 is here. Black beetle 2 is there. The mosquito comes in. I don't want that mosquito climbing atop the hive immediately, so I'm going to pin it. Now it's interesting. He could bring a grasshopper here, and the grasshopper could attack. Oh, the queen is moving out. Interesting. In the last game, the white queen escaped. And what could happen if I don't move the ant, then this spot here would create a fill, which would free the mosquito. So I'm going to take my ant and move it to there. So my next bug is black ant number 2. So let's see what happens here. My AI opponent has already qualified for the win by covering my queen. Due to the rules, it was very difficult for me to stop that from happening. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in. That's interesting. My next bug is going to be the mosquito. I'm going to bring in the ant over here. If I brought it in there, that's generally a good spawn point between these two starting bugs. But the problem is I don't want to start filling the spots around my pill bug, because that's another way to qualify for the win, is by surrounding the opposing pill bug, and you don't really want to do that on your own. Okay, that's exactly what I expected him to do, was pin the ant. So my next bug is the mosquito, which is good because I like getting the mosquito in. I'll bring it in right here. It'll come in with ant power. Now the AI is playing aggressively, and I don't know, I set aggression to 1. I don't know whether the higher number is more aggressive or not. I need to check into that to find out. Yep. Now I could... The white pill bug is there. Now the white pill bug could go to there, which would give beetle power to the mosquito. But I'm going to bring my mosquito to here, which would allow my mosquito to climb up and cover that beetle. And if my opponent elects to pin the mosquito, it'll free up either an ant, or here it would free up the beetle. Okay, my next bug to come in is the black ladybug. That's kind of what I thought that pill bug was going to do. So I'm going to climb up. By climbing up, it also removes beetle power from that mosquito. And it would be a little bit of a, how do I word this? Oh, that's interesting. He brought a spider in. It's not what I expected him to do. Now the question is, do I anchor the queen down or begin moving forward with the mosquito? Let's see, my next bug is the ladybug. I'm going to anchor the queen down. I'm probably not thinking as deeply as I would normally think because I'm talking as much as I am. So if I can't win this one, I may have to go back to concentrating on playing, less on talking, and then do a replay rather than a live recording of this. I'm not live streaming it, but I am recording it live. Okay, so my mosquito is moving forward. Now, of course, if my mosquito continues forward, his mosquito is going to get beetle power. So ladybug is next up for me. Okay, now let's take a look. Spider came in. If it 1, 2, 3 attacks, it's going to force my pill bug to move away from my queen, which I don't necessarily like to do, but I think I may have to. Next bug is black spider number 2. So if he brings a spider into attack, which do I do? Do I move the pill bug to here? Or I can just warp the grasshopper. Oh, okay. Interesting. He neutralized the pill bug before attacking with the spider. My next bug is going to be a spider. I want to keep that. That was a mistake. I wasn't paying attention because now the mosquito can attack. And I think I'm a goner. Well, this one didn't turn out very well either. So I have to set the block, and he's going to bring a grasshopper in here, grasshopper or ladybug in. Well, the good news is, game didn't last very long. Bad news is, second loss in a row. Yep. I don't have any chance, so I'm going to go ahead and fall on my sword. So, the second attempt at game 2, another loss. So, as always, I'm here helping you play Hive like a champion, but not playing like a champion against this AI. Of course, I am required to use a specific bug order. Makes it much more difficult. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and try it again. So thanks again for watching, and links down below. I was just emailing current world champion Joe Schultz, who's got his second book in the Canon of Hive trilogy, the Canon of Hive opening theory, getting closer and closer to publication. So hopefully we'll be able to announce that soon. Of course, the links are down below if you haven't already purchased my book, Play Hive Like a Champion, or his book, The Canon of Hive Groundwork. Those links are down there as well. So thanks for watching. As always, this is Randy Ingersoll helping you play Hive like a champion. Until next time, this is Randy signing off.